Why let one cracked or broken tile ruin the look of your whole floor when it's simple to fix? Here's how. First, you want to remove the old tile, adhesive, and grout without damaging the surrounding tiles. To do that, you can scrape away old grout using a grout saw. Use a rotary tool with a grout removal attachment, or use a multi-tool, which can also make the rest of the job go faster. Smash up the old tile and pry it up. Now go easy. You don't want to crack adjoining grout joints by hitting too hard. Chip away old adhesive, thin set, or mortar using a hammer and chisel or a multi-tool with a scraper attachment. Clear the debris so you have a smooth, even surface. You'll need an adhesive made to bond the tile to the surface underneath. Mastic tends to set up fast, so it's great for kitchen backsplashes or wall tile to prevent the tile from sliding down the surface. But in an area where there's a lot of moisture or pressure, use thin set. Thin set works like mortar or cement, but it only takes a thin layer to bond surfaces. The premix type is really convenient for a small repair like this. Spread the adhesive on the bare floor or the back of the new tile with a flat edge of a 1/4 inch notched trowel. Then go over it with a notched edge. These ridges level out the adhesive. You need that even contact with the tile surface. Otherwise, the tile will crack or loosen. To set the tile, you don't want to angle it into place. Drop it gently in place flat so that even layer of adhesive doesn't shift. Line up the edges, then press it down evenly so it's not seated at an angle. Let the adhesive cure according to the product label, usually about 24 hours. A quick dry thin set gets there in about 2 hours. It's really important to mix the grout following the label. Add too much or too little water and you won't get a strong seal. Let it stand or slake a few minutes to absorb the water. A grout float works the grout into the seams. You don't want to line up your stroke with the seams, you want to go against the direction of the seam. Pull across diagonally. This way you won't pull the grout out. In about 15 minutes, a hazy coating develops. Wipe the surface lightly with a damp towel or sponge to remove the film. Wait a few hours and buff the tile with a dry towel. And wait 24 hours before putting any pressure on the tile. Use a grout sealant to prevent stains and water damage, and you're done. Here are a few more helpful tips. Premix grout and adhesive in one is another time saver for small repairs like this. If you have bagged thin set left over from a larger project, it's fine to use. Add water and let it slake according to the label. It should be about as thick as toothpaste or peanut butter. Tile shards are sharp. Be sure to protect your eyes and hands from flying debris. If you have several broken tiles, it might mean the tile was installed incorrectly or the surface underneath isn't stable. You may want to call in a pro to fix the underlying problem. Follow the specific mixing, dry time, and application instructions for the adhesive and grout you use. For the tips, advice, and tools you need, visit your neighborhood Ace and find us online at acehardware.com.